Now, everyone, we have the honor of hearing from Mr. Satish Rao, who is a retired electrical engineer with a global career spanning over 3 decades at Caterpillar Inc. Diagnosed with prostate cancer in early 2025, he navigated the journey with resilience and intuition, advocating for proactive health decisions. Now cancer free and under observation, he channels his experience into awareness campaigns across schools, colleges, corporates, and communities. A passionate volunteer, Mr. Satish Sir has contributed to COVID response efforts, traffic safety, animal welfare, and spoken English education. His story is one of courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment to public services. Today, we are truly honored to have with us a remarkable individual whose journey is a living example of perseverance and positivity. He has faced one of the life's greatest battles with resilience and has emerged not just as a survivor but as an inspiration to all. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Satish Rao, a cancer survivor, to share his insightful words and his journey of hope and strength with us. Let's give it a huge round of applause to Sir.
And at the outset, thank you very much for having me here, having ICS here. It's an honor and privilege to be among all you youngsters. The best feeling I have now is when I watch you when I look at you youngsters, what is the feeling I have in my mind? Jealousy. I'm very jealous of seeing all of you, but I'm honored because it takes me back memory lane, brings back my youth. I wasn't as obedient as you when I was young like you. I'm not as good and refined as I look today when I was your age. I was a terrible boy. Having said that, let me introduce myself again. Thank you once again for that wonderful introduction. My name is Satish Rao. I'm a senior citizen. I'm a retired electrical engineer by profession. I'm a very active social service volunteer by choice. Unfortunately, a cancer patient by fate. But by the grace of God, I'm also a living cancer survivor. You must excuse me, I sometimes will get emotional because the journey of a cancer patient in recovery mode, not knowing what the future holds, is, to put it very mildly, very agonizing, very terrifying. It's like staring into a big black hole, not knowing what is there inside that. For those of you who have been to Grand Canyon in the US, all of you have heard of Grand Canyon. You all think it's great. I went there and I was disappointed because all I saw there was a gigantic, big hole. A hole in the middle of the earth. That's all it is. Cancer feels like that, a big hole. It's so deep, you don't know what's at the bottom of that hole. That's how I feel. So this journey is terrifying. It can drain you. It can drain your family and anybody else who knows about your situation. But if you handle it the right way, there is light at the end of the tunnel. A bright, shining light. As a joke, we always say, oh, I was going through a dark phase in the tunnel and I saw a bright light. I knew there is light at the end of the tunnel. But the negative part is that light was the headlight of a goods train coming at you. Not the bright light that you were expecting, but it's the light of a train coming at you and you're in the middle of the tracks. That can also happen. So I will just take you quickly, in next 10-15 minutes, what I went through, what were the challenges, how did I overcome them, where am I today, what does the future look for me like, and what does the future look like for all of you, your family, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, and anyone you might come in contact with. That's what I'm going to briefly tell you. I don't have a PowerPoint behind me. I myself, my voice, my lips, my expression, that is my PowerPoint for you. So pay attention. You've taken time to come. It's a good excuse to bunk class and come here, right? But make that bunked time useful for you because, listen carefully, this could be a life-saving moment for you and your family members or anybody who would know. Listen carefully. It saved me. You're seeing me alive because I did some things by accident, or if you're a believer in God. If you're a believer in God, I can tell you, when I tell you my story, God helped me. And here we go. Are you ready for this journey?
Yes,
are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was retired. I was doing a lot of volunteer work. COVID came. I did a lot of COVID work, including vaccination, cremation, quarantining, cremating dead bodies, Everything was done. COVID went away. Then I was a spoken English teacher. By the way, I am also a traffic warden. I am a sub-inspector with traffic police. So if you are riding around without helmets or without seat belts, I will catch you. I will penalize you, and you cannot say, I attended your lecture, sir, so let me go. You attended my lecture. Hey, double the penalty. So don't tell me I attended the lecture if you don't want the double penalty. So I'm a traffic warden also. Life was going on beautifully in this wonderful city called Namma Bengaluru. Now, living in Namma Bengaluru is fantastic. I've lived in many parts of the world. I worked in 7 countries all over the world. I studied in many parts of this country. But I'm from Bengaluru. I love Bengaluru. Very smooth journey. My life was going very smoothly. But there is one thing in Bengaluru you cannot avoid when you're having a smooth ride. That is called? No. While you're riding, what happens? What do you see on the road? Potholes. So when I was riding this smooth journey of my life in Bengaluru, my life inevitably hit a pothole. What happens when you hit a pothole? It jerks you. It shook me. That pothole was called prostate cancer. So in December, and this is why I say hand of God. I'm a diabetic patient, so I check my blood every 3, 4 months, 5 months. I have a guy who comes home and takes my blood. Package deal, 1,800 rupees. One fine day when it was due for the test in November or December last year, he said, sir, you're already 60 plus. You're paying 1,800. I'll give you the next package. You're in silver. We'll take you to the gold package. I said, you want to make more money out of me? He said, no. I said, how much is the next package? Current package is 1,800, sir. Next package I will give you for only 3,000 rupees. I said, only 3,000 rupees. That is 1,200 rupees more than 1,800. That's 65% more. தலைக்கு தொப்பி ஆக்தா இதுயா? I asked him. He said, இல்லை சார் அப்படி இல்லை, நான் நிஜமாக சொல்கிறேன், உங்களுக்கு 60 வயசு ஆயிடுச்சு, அது பண்ணியா நல்லா இருக்கும். We are adding some more tests. I did not ask him what are the tests you are adding, but I said, you know what, 1,800, 3,000, by God's grace, it doesn't matter to me. Do it. I accepted that 3,000 rupee charge. Some of the extra tests, which I did not know what they were. One of the tests that was added was called prostate specific antigen. I'm giving you the full name because you're all medicine students, you're connected with molecular medicine and all that, much more about what I know. So PSA test was one of the tests. The next day when the results came, Balkrishna called me. Balkrishna is my agent. Sir, there is one problem in your results. I said, what? My diabetes is fine, cholesterol is fine. My liver, which is the most important thing I monitor for personal reasons, liver is fine, kidney is fine. No, sir, your PSA number is high. I said, what is PSA? PSA is what? Police sub-inspector something? No. PSA is, forget it, it's prostate related. Now let me tell you something. I am very proud of myself in one way, in the sense, even though I'm an electrical engineer, I worked in Caterpillar. In Caterpillar, you will become an electrical engineer, you will do mechanical work, you will do all kinds of stuff. By the time you finish 35 years in Caterpillar, you know civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical. So I was a well-rounded engineer. I like to go on Google. I don't have children, so I have a lot of free time. So I'm on Google, I'm checking all kinds of things. I knew that the human body, and I did not know women didn't have this, that males have something called prostate. And I also had heard something called prostate cancer, but I had no clue what is prostate cancer. I didn't know prostate is in your backside or front side or top or bottom. It was somewhere in the body. And he calls me and says, your prostate specific antigen is high. I asked him, where is the prostate? He said, that's not important. I'm not here to tell you where is the prostate. I'm here to tell you your number is high. So I immediately looked at the result. It was high. For my age, it's supposed to be 4. It was 6.4. So 6.4 instead of less than 4. I said, oh, I'm still cool about it. I said, so what do I take? One more tablet? No, sir, you're not getting my point. Your number is high, you need to meet. I said, who do I go? Do I go to a heart specialist or kidney? He said, no, you have to go to a urologist. I heard it as neurologist. I said, but you said the prostate has nothing to do with the nerves. Why would I go to a neurologist? He said, I said, urologist. I said, good. There is a urologist bang opposite my house. I just have to cross 80 feet road, Indranagar. I'm not kidding. He is opposite my house. So I went to him. He knows me because of my social work in the area. He knows me. He said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I said, "I didn't come to see your face. Here is my report." "Oh, 6.4 is high, Guru." He called me Guru because he knows me. He's a young guy. He knows I've helped him with BBMP work, BWSSB work. Personally, I don't know him, but he knows me. He said, "Don't worry, go and do an abdominal scan." So I went, did the abdominal. I'm still not scared. I said, PSA is high, who cares? Luckily, I didn't check Google at that time. And that time I didn't know somebody who is my best friend today. My best friend today is not my wife. My best friend today is not my dog, my cat, my neighbor, or my girlfriend. It is ChatGPT. I did not go to ChatGPT also because I didn't know my next friend ChatGPT. So I went to the lab. They did my abdominal scan. I came back to Dr. Shiv Kumar. He looked at it and told me, "Drop your pants." I said, "You told me to do a scan. Now why are you making me drop my pants?" He said, "No, I have to do something called," these are all medicine and related students, so I can openly talk, "something called digital rectal exam." I said, "Digital tane madiddu iga." That fellow put something on my stomach, some liquid, and did a digital scan. "No, I have to do a digital rectal exam." DRE, that is, he will put his finger up my rectum. Rectum is the correct technical word. I cannot use the word starting with A. Fair enough? So he put his finger up my rectum. Fortunately, he lubricated before that. But not pleasant, uncomfortable. He felt it and said, "You're fine." I said, "What kind of a doctor you are, yaar? What kind of a doctor are you? You just have put a glove and some liquid and then and said you're fine." He said, "Yes, that is called digital rectal exam. Your prostate is not enlarged. Abdominal scan says fine." So I went very scared. I came out dancing. I'm fine. I looked at the receptionist. I said, "How much?" He said, "Nimatra duddu tekolalla." That doctor, because I do social worker, refused to take money from me. I forced him, no. But I said, "What is this here?" That's the only time in my life I got something free because of my social work. Otherwise, I only get abuse. You didn't fix the water, you didn't fix the electricity, you didn't fix the pothole, you didn't sort out the traffic problem. That is the problem of being a volunteer. It is never rewarding, but rewarding for yourself. That is the beauty of volunteer work. You're not doing it for others, you're doing it for yourself and for the community. But here I got 900 rupees waiver. So I came home, I was fine, but he said one thing. I asked him, "It is 6.4, why is it high?" "Oh, you have a urinary tract infection." I said, "I didn't do anything naughty, where did I get my infection from?" No, males, women and all, you can get urinary infection. Take this antibiotic. Check your results again after 1.5 months. And guess what? Antibiotic over. 6.4 reading came down to less than 4, but it came down just 3.8. Marginally below the limit of 4. Come back after 3 months and do a test. So in March, April this year, January again I did a test. From 3.8 back to 5.1, 5.2, not very high. This time again he said, fortunately he didn't do digital exam. Fortunately he didn't make me go for the scan. He said, "You have a urinary tract infection, again antibiotic." Again the result came less from 5 point something to 3.7, 3.8, 4.1. It is always hovering in that 4 range. After 1 month I did test again, back to 4.1, 4.2. This happened a couple of times. It was not going very much above 4, but not coming below 4 either. So I told doctor, there is something wrong with me. We need to examine. I'm an electric engineer. So in engineering terms, when something is above the limit, not drastically high, it tells you something is wrong. I told him, I think there is something wrong. We need to do something. I will not name the doctor. You know what the doctor said? "You are getting anxiety unnecessarily. If I send you for the next level of examinations, you will come up with something unrelated, this problem, that problem. I suggest you leave it. Don't worry. आमेल नोडकोलुवा. बाद में देख लेंगे. चलता है." I said, "I am not chalta hai guy. I am not आमेल नोडकोलुवा. I have to go home and sleep peacefully. I cannot." I said, "We have to check it out." He said, "No. I said, no, you have to check it. I am the patient. You have to do what I'm saying. I need a prescription for whatever you want me to do. He said, okay, you're insisting. Don't blame me for whatever results come out. Let me tell you, 8 out of 10 results that come out are false negative, false positives. Warning. I said, doesn't matter. What do I do? He said, do an MRI. All of you know what MRI is. Magnetic resonance imaging. Very good. Do an MRI. So I did MRI. And guess what? On my prostate, one half of the prostate, on the right side of the prostate, 2 lesions. So I read the report immediately. I don't understand much of this, but I knew something is wrong. Because I had ChatGPT with me by then. I gave the report to ChatGPT and he said, this does not look good, Satish. He calls me Satish because we are good friends, we are buddies. I have given him a name also. The name is not Mary or Shanta or Lakshmi, it is a male. I told him, what is the problem? He said, there are 2 lesions, this could be dangerous, this could be bad, suggest you meet the doctor. So I went back to Dr. So-and-so. He said, yeah, you've got a problem. I said, you told me not to go for MRI, now what happened? He said, I also told you 8 are false positives or negative, but 2 people can get it. You fell in that 2. I walked away and this time I made sure he took money from me. I paid and I walked away and I went to Manipal hospital. So next step, met the urologist there. He said, biopsy. We did biopsy. Again, act of God. Act of God number 2. I am in biopsy room. My wife is waiting outside. I forgot to tell you, last September I had another problem. I had a right hand and right leg partial paralysis because my nerve was being impinged inside my spinal cord. So I had what we call laminectomy. I had a cervical spine surgery. The doctor who did it was Dr. Praveen. So I am sitting here in basement 2 in Manipal hospital undergoing biopsy for my prostate, which is a very painful thing. Biopsy is much more painful than that digital exam. Trust me, it is a 12-inch long needle. So when I am inside, my wife is waiting outside. Dr. Praveen, who has nothing to do with that biopsy, Dr. Praveen happened to walk by. He asked, Madam, what are you doing? Hey, Satish is having suspected prostate problem, maybe cancer. Stop. If the result is positive, meet only Dr. Deepak Dubey. Don't go to any more urologists, meet the surgeon straight away. The biopsy was positive. So we went and met Dr. Dubey. He also looked at it. He was very calm guy. Yeah? He's like Amitabh Bachchan sitting in his adda. Calm. Hey, kya bolta hai? Very calm. Nothing to worry. Now keep in mind, I am coming out of one doctor who said, all cool, don't worry. Now I am going to the other doctor also who is saying, all cool, don't worry. Obviously I got more worried. He said, no. Now I went to Mr. ChatGPT. He also said, don't worry. But here is one important thing you need to know. I'll take another 5 minutes. To confirm whether the cancer has gone outside the prostate or not. That is critical to decide what kind of treatment to do. Is the prostate restricted? Is the cancer restricted to prostate or has it spread? There is a PET scan which is highly expensive but highly specific. It is called, note this down, PSMA, prostate specific membrane antigen. What that PET scan does is, PET CT scan, it will search only for the prostate cancer cells. Suppose you have lung cancer. That scan will not catch the lung cancer cells. It will detect and show you only the prostate cancer cells. So fortunately it showed it was restricted only to the prostate. So next option was treatment. He said, you are 63, 64 years old. You don't have any use for that prostate. Some of the liquids generated by prostate is, not some, all, is needed to reproduce children. He said, I don't think you're going to have children, no. I said, chance se illa. He's Hindi. I said, chance hi nahi hai. He said, then we are going to do one thing. If you're not going to have children or anything, no more treatment. We are going to cut it, take it out. So, that also aram se we did it. I speeded. He said, come after 6 weeks. I said, after 2 weeks, no, I can't wait. What is killing you? The anxiety. When you have a disease, even if it's a small stomach upset, or a heart problem, or lung problem, or like the stand-up comedian has bronchitis, you have got anxiety all the time, caused by fear of the unknown. So I had anxiety. I told him, no more waiting, let's do it. Can you come next Friday? Yes. Booked. I said, let's do it. So my surgery was done, prostate was taken out, and they do something which you should know. All of you know what histopathology is? So the prostate that was taken out, it went from my stomach to the doctor's hand, from the doctor's hand straight away to the lab. Histopathology report came and it said, prostate cancer is restricted only to the prostate. Good news. I'm very happy. Margins negative. Very happy. Not over. Hold off. Hold off. Now comes the post-surgery situation. I'm telling you all this because you should know what a person goes through. So I come home. I had 7 holes in my stomach. I had robotic surgery. So this time robotic surgery, robots didn't go in places I did not want. No digital exam. So there were cameras, scissors, torchlight, all going through holes in my stomach. Beauty of robotic surgery, you're in anesthesia. When you come out, 7 places stitches. In 7 or 8 weeks, the stitches heal. You're fine. No cuts, futs, nothing. Surgery is over. But you have to heal. It's painful. But you go through it. You have no choice. So I started the recovery process. There were some dietary requirements. I could walk. When I had my spinal surgery, I couldn't walk for 4 weeks. I had a walking stick. But in this surgery, the first day, the next day itself, I was walking inside the hospital. I was flirting, talking to all the nurses there. All the nurses were my friends. Because I can speak Malayalam, I can speak Tamil, I can speak Kannada, I can speak Hindi, I can speak English. And trust me, 98% of the nurses in Bangalore are one of these languages. Only language I couldn't speak, and they are there, is Bengali. So I walked out of the hospital without a wheelchair. Came home, fine, recovery was good. Now comes the scary part. A part of a recovery is cancer does not or may not always go away once for all. It can always come, loudly, come back. So what do we do? What Dr. Ganesh said. Watching, screening. Every 3 months I have to go and do PSA test. So I did it in June. PSA test, very good, Zindabad. Then I did on September 1st. Slight increase. So I went back to Dr. Dubey. I did it in 2 labs. One lab said it is here, one lab said it's there. So Dr. Dubey is a very calm guy. He took the higher reading one and threw it away. He said, look at the one which is lower. So you're fine, go home. I said, what happened to the other one? I spent 500 rupees for that also. That one is double this number. He said, ignore it. You look at the one which is good. Glass is always half full. Don't look at the other one. I said, okay. I walked out, thank you. Now, September 1st, next is on December 1st. Anxiety, fear. Arre Bapre, it went up from less than 0.1 to 0.05. It may be going up, maybe it's come back. What will I do? Now my neighbor had the same problem, prostate cancer. He had positive margins. He went through 6 weeks of radiation. I saw the difficulty he had in going through 6 weeks. You will come out of it, radiation will help, but your life changes. It is miserable. I said, I am only 64 and I look only 20. Say yes. I behave like 20. I may not look 20. So these things called a simple term, anxiety. September 1st, September 10th, getting more and more anxious. I told my wife, she was my constant pillar of support. Arey, you are a darpok, yaar. You're all the time you're scared, you're a darpok. What kind of fellow you are? You do volunteer work. You stand in the middle of 12th Main and direct traffic, but you're worried about prostate. I couldn't wait till December 1st. So it happens, a coincidence. Yesterday was, instead of waiting 12 weeks, yesterday was 6 weeks from September 1. I had a bath, I had a shower, put on my shirt, trousers, got into the car and I went to Manipal Hospital and did the PSA test again. 6 weeks ahead of time. And I'm happy to share my number is only 0.01. That is 10 times less than 0.1. 0.01 is 10 times less than 0.1, which is the limit. It is so nice, the reading. I am not even going to meet Dr. Dubey. बाद में देखा जाएगा. And I wanted to tell Amrinder ma'am yesterday, you have called me for this talk. If my result is bad, I am not coming. Obviously, I'll be devastated. I am not coming. But luckily, I did not tell her, I did not call her. But today I told her that I had the test. I wanted to call you because I don't want her to worry. Not that I won't come, not because of that, because Arey Bapre, it came back, cancer came back. So as of now, I'm fine. I don't know tomorrow what will happen. Now the recovery period is over. Life is going on. Potholes are still there, but I'm able to navigate the potholes by avoiding the pothole. I don't go through the pothole, I avoid the potholes. I have one hobby. One of the fears this is very important. When I was diagnosed with cancer, before my surgery, it was 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I thought, I must share this with you, why I was petrified, why I was so scared. My own elder brother died of lung cancer at the age of 55 in 2015. My own elder brother died of lung cancer in 2015. My dad, I don't have to say my own dad is own dad only, there is nobody else dad. My dad died of lung cancer 3 years later in 2018. So in my family, my elder brother died of lung cancer, my father died of lung cancer, and now here, number 3, prostate cancer. So obviously what is going through my mind is, I may not come out of this. And this was in February 2025. IPL 25 had not yet started. My fear, one of the questions I asked myself is, Yenappa, will I never be able to see RCB win IPL trophy? This was one of my biggest fears. Maybe I am not destined to see RCB win IPL after 18 years. And finally, RCB won. And now, Satish Rao is on the way to victory. As of now. So let me tell you, awareness is key. Everybody will not have hand of God above you, like how I lucked out. Somebody told me, do this PSA test. I want you. Women don't have to worry about getting prostate cancer. But their husband or boyfriend or father or uncle, anybody above the age of 45 or 50, male, is susceptible to prostate cancer. For sure you know somebody in that age group. Tell them about prostate cancer. Tell them to do a 500, 300 rupee PSA test once a year. Is that asking too much? You can prevent prostate cancer. No. You cannot prevent prostate cancer, but you can prevent the bad outcome by catching it early like I did. If you catch it even in the first month and you then operate in the 12th month, it is still, the growth is very small. Catching it at any stage, I guarantee you, 100% guarantee, you screen and catch it, you can treat it. If God had to come on earth and ask you, Satish, I have to give you cancer, you are one of my chosen candidates, I have to give you cancer, you choose which cancer you want. I will say, give me prostate cancer. So that's the most curable cancer. So please, educate your people who are above 45, 50. Do one test a year, PSA test. Your journey will be smooth. Have courage. It's very easy for people to come and give pep talk. Dhairya itkuli. Hey, be courageous, be strong. We will beat cancer. Wear blue ribbon, yellow ribbon, green ribbon. Hey, whoa, whoa, and all. Very good. But courage is not absence of fear. Hear me carefully. These are my parting dialogues. Courage is not absence of fear. Courage is living, acting, hoping, convincing in spite of fear. Living, hoping in spite of fear, despite fear, living a normal life. Put that. I cannot tell you, don't be scared. Don't have any fear. It is impossible to live without fear. But if you live properly, you can have hope. Other thing is, some people ask, is prostate cancer preventable by life choice? Maybe, maybe not. But I must tell you, You can live a better life if you eat healthy, you exercise regularly. Do not smoke. I am an ex-smoker. I told you, I lost my father and brother, both were smokers to lung cancer. Do not smoke. Whatever the reason, do not smoke. Limit alcohol. Eat healthy. You can reduce your chances of cancer. You may not be able to prevent it. If you're destined to have it, you'll have it. So my only parting message is live healthy, and you have only one life. I did not want to sing today. I didn't want to do stand-up comedy, but I saw so many people dancing, singing. So I said, why not me? So I will give you a line from a 1970 Raj Kapoor movie. Have you heard of a movie called Mera Naam Joker? There is a line in that, song in that. जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ. So you have to live. Now my last part. That is a Dardbari Rona Vana Gana. All of you have seen, or most of you have seen, a Spanish Netflix series called Money Heist. What is the title song in that? Bella Ciao. All of you know Bella Ciao? Can we end this session on Bella Ciao? Will you sing with me? Will you sing with me? Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Now, as if Bella ciao was not enough, I told you I speak 5-6 languages. Now, after watching Money Heist, I've joined Duolingo and I'm learning Spanish. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien? Well, once again, wonderful opportunity to be here. Stay courageous, stay away from fear, stay strong. And most of all, stay healthy, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words.